The Miami Sprint is in the books. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Racing, and we're here, Lando Norris. What a race! What a sprint race! I think it just goes to show you how impressive it is, how quickly the track dries at Miami. You know, literally unraceable. A couple of minutes past 5 here in the UK, and not too long later, you know, 25 past, they're going out again. 28 past. And the track ended up dry by the end of it, but let's get into it. So Leclerc crashed on the way to the grid. Would have been pretty insane to actually see them drive in those conditions. See who would have had the real, who would have had the balls of steel. But we get into the race. Piastri versus Antonelli. I think Antonelli's is going to have to learn here into turn one that you can't really do this. You know what I mean? You can't. Well, he should have just accepted he was beat and been looking for a switchback, but instead he was doing the P4. In terms of other stuff that happened at the start, I mean, there wasn't an awful lot. I mean, Hamilton chewed through his tyres. He had Albon and Alonso right behind him. Piastri pulled a bit of a gap from Norris, Verstappen, Antonelli. As I say, then it was Russell, then it was Hamilton, Albon, Alonso. But then it got a wee bit drier, and the real drama didn't really happen till around lap 11. Then you saw the likes of Sainz pit, Shinoda, Hamilton pit at the next lap. Now I'm hearing that Alonso said he wanted to pit, but his team didn't tell him to pit. And you know what? It's a massive missed opportunity for Aston Martin. Like I know it's not a race, right? But you know, if Alonso pits before Albon and Hamilton, right, or anyone for that matter, they're finishing third. And hell, you don't know, they might even have, I don't know how close it would have been to both McLarens at the end, because if Aston Martin pit, then the safety car doesn't come out because Lawson doesn't hit Alonso. But then you've got like a mixed strategy. You're thinking, oh my days, half the grid are going to stay out on inters. But I think because the track was drying that quick, it wouldn't have really been worth it staying out. Now, here, if Aston Martin, right, and other teams, like if Alonso stayed out, I think he would have came out. I think if he stayed out, he would have actually a beat. He would have been P1. Now, obviously Norris didn't pit the very late on, then the safety car came out. But I think it was worth staying out. Honestly, even from a Norris perspective, it might have been worth it because the chance of a safety car was extremely high. You had Sainz hitting the wall, which was a bit of an amateur manoeuvre. Then you had the incident in the pits between Antonelli and Verstappen, which is obviously a Red Bull mistake there, releasing him into the path of Antonelli. That gives Max a time penalty. But like honestly, like there was just like a 2-lap period in that race where there was so much going on. Like you had no idea what was happening. Stroll shot right up the order, actually beat Alonso out, and then this is essentially it brings out the safety car. Alonso deals with Liam Lawson, and then Liam Lawson's like, nah, I'm not having that, and just smashes Alonso clean off the road and into the barrier, man. Honestly, it might be one of the worst attempts at an overtake I've seen this season, because like he doesn't make the corner, right? Alonso makes the corner, and it wasn't like Alonso forced him off. Like Liam Lawson just doesn't make the corner, and then it just keeps his nose in, right? He keeps his nose in, and you're thinking, right, when's this guy going to back out? Because he's not even rejoined the track, and then he just wipes out Alonso. Now I'm recording this about what? How long? About an hour after it's finished. I haven't even checked Twitter, so I'm going to assume that Liam Lawson's got a penalty. But this gifted Norris the win. But then it would have been interesting. But Hamilton, man, he shoots up to third. Then you've got Albon, Russell, Stroll, Lawson, and who was eighth? I think it was Ollie Berman. But Verstappen obviously finished fourth on the road. Hamilton made a pretty good overtake on him in these mixed conditions. But I tell you what, I really hope the race is like this tomorrow, because Miami's really good like this, where it can dry so quick. And this is like the first proper wet race that we've seen around Miami. I always think wet to dry is the best. I mean, I think dry to wet also works. Like now in town, I'm scrolling through Twitter here. I can't actually see. Hold on, if I go on the official Formula One, there's no way Liam Lawson doesn't get a penalty for that, folks. You know what I mean? I kind of want to just double check here before I go off on one. Let's see. Yeah, there's no way, man. Honestly, it's the easiest slam dunk you'll ever see. There's no mention of it. There is no way that Liam Lawson doesn't get a penalty for that Grand Prix. Hold on. Like, there's nothing to investigate. He just took Alonso it. Honestly, that should never be. And you know what? Alonso would have finished, what, 7th? But then if safety car doesn't count, then does Max drop down? Who knows? That's the problem. Liam Lawson. Well, let's see here. Yeah, there's no mention about Liam Lawson getting a penalty. There's no way he's not under investigation. Like, I'm re-watching it here. Just drives Alonso off the road. One of the worst bits of fucking driving you'll see in your puff. Anyway, Norris wins for Piastri. Piastri joked that he wouldn't be buying any lottery tickets in Miami, which I thought was good, but here, probably the best sprint that we've seen.